Jerry Jones got into the business to be closer to his kids, and he's accomplished that. He has his kids in roles doing what he needs to do. Granted, we want the team to be winning, but it takes time. What y'all want me to say?
Get
Rodney,
the fuck out of here.
It's been a long time.
No, hell no. Hell no.
play football. I'm not about to argue. You can't play football.
Who didn't play football?
You didn't play football.
Are you crazy? You better act. Oh, time out.
We have a very special guest on the show with us today. You've probably seen his inspirational messages across your social media platforms. He's an author, veteran, and entrepreneur who's affectionately known as the Heart Healer. Please welcome Rob Hill Sr. to the Fumble.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. What's going on, y'all?
Hey, man, I'm going to try to be cool and not do what we would do if we was on the phone or in person and like just attack you the way I would in brotherhood because I love you so much. I appreciate your presence, though, my brother. It's good to see you. It's been a minute. How are you?
I'm awesome, man. I'm awesome, and I appreciate you giving me the grace of not starting with a jab. You know what I mean? Very courteous of you, bro.
Yeah, cool. Now it's time to jab. So when we met like 12, 13 years ago, we were both fat as hell, and neither one of us knew how bad we were looking. Samaria, we were big. We were big,
okay,
yo.
I need to see this.
There's a photo. There's a photo. Rob, are you comfortable with us sharing that photo?
Y'all big. Y'all
we was
big.
we were
big?
Big. Very puffy, no Diddy.
Yeah. Yes. Very round. Yes. Not where I wanted to be at all.
What was the turning point for you? Because obviously you worked on your fitness, and this is a sports related show, and so I know that physicality is very important to you. What was the turning point in you changing your body?
Oh man, I had invited my family over for like a pool day. And this is like, I don't know, 2013, 2014. And I've been an athlete my whole life. But I didn't realize how far I got. But this was the perfect moment to let me know. So I had some stuff on the grill. I'm bringing it back to the family. And my mom looked at me. She said, "Oh, look at my little chubby baby." And that,
that'll do it.
First of all, I almost asked everybody to leave, but that was the moment. And then, I think I tried to do like 25 push-ups one day and I got tired and I just decided I had fell far, 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 far from the course. So yeah, you had to get that right.
I thought you were going to say it was that hike on Runyon Canyon. Me, you, Rotimi, Kenny Burns.
So this is after that. So imagine the compound of having that hike experience and then the family like, it's time to make a change. But yes, that
what
run
happened on the hike?
Do you mind, Rob? So we're in LA. It's a beautiful day. I think it might have been some kind of weekend because everybody's in town. And it was me, Rob. It was Rotimi, Kenny Burns. Who else was there? A couple other people too.
Steve Canal, Ray, Mr. Shut Up and Train. There's a couple of people.
Yeah, a couple people. So we on, people go to Runyon Canyon and they think it's cute because the pictures that come out of Runyon Canyon is real like picturesque, is beautiful and all the things, but it will whoop your ass if you're not prepared for it. And as we're doing this hike, right, this climb up Runyon Canyon, Rob ready to turn around. Rob ready to tap out. He was struggling. It was bad. And then we got to a point we were all doing pull-ups, and Rob wasn't trying to do the pull-ups like that either. And it was bad for my boy. Lovingly and respectfully, it was a struggle for him. But he finished because he got heart. He not soft.
I finished, but I ain't like how I finished. I damn sure didn't like it. But it was important. This is coming after the Navy, making new transitions. I was off the wagon. So to put it in perspective, I lost about 65 pounds. So I was about 235. I sit at 180 now. So yeah, it was a lot.
Rob, I know that you have heart because you are a Dallas Cowboys fan. And it takes a lot of determination and resilience to be a fan of that team. But we got to get into what's going on with Micah Parsons and Jerry Jones. What side are you on?
I am on the side of pay the man, which that being Micah Parsons fully deserves what he's asking for. I understand Jerry, and I think I'm just kind of hip to his theatrics at this point in the year, which is stall, create controversy, ultimately feeling like I got the money, I'll work it out. So I'm not happy with his approach, but I'm also not as panicked as most fans. I think he knows what Michael Parsons means to us. And I think they both are doing a little theater right now. That's all.
I have a lot of friends who have hopped off the Cowboys bandwagon. Are you riding this thing out for life? You sticking with this?
Yeah, it's about the Cowboys. It ain't called Jerry Jones's boys. You know what I mean? We get it. He's the owner, but
come on now. Out of anybody, Jerry's world,
Jerry Jones's boys.
I get everything, but I wouldn't call them that. It's about the Cowboys, you know, and I identify a different connection to the team. My grandmother's from Texas, Longview, a little bit outside of Dallas. So it's just in us. It's kind of been handed down. And I do believe, so, all right, let me not beat up Jerry like everybody else, because he gave me listen, that's what y'all got for it, right? I'm going to take up for my boys. Landman, beautiful show. Jerry Jones got into the business to be closer to his kids, and he's accomplished that. He has his kids in roles doing what he needs to do. Granted, we want the team to be winning, but it takes time. What y'all want me to say?
Get the fuck out of here.
It's been a long time.
No, hell no. Hell no.
Play football. I'm not about to argue. You can't play football.
Who didn't play football?
You didn't play football.
Are you crazy? You better act. Oh, time out. My boy, I was the starting quarterback all throughout Pop Warner. Like, I just broke my collarbone my 8th grade year. Don't get it twisted. Samaria, in addition to being able to bust Rob ass on a football field, on the basketball court, me and Rob have like almost come to blows. We do this. Like, this is my brother. We have broken bread together. We have cried. We have literally been on the cusp of real war. And the last time we were on the basketball court, we very nearly got into a full-out brawl because Rob, for whatever reason, got this complex with me because I'm 6'2" and he 5'7". And so he feel like, and because you're not 5'7", you grew? Where you at?
I'm going to let you get it all out. Look, I'm going to let you get it all out. I'm going to let you get it all out. And then I'm going to bring it all back to the Cowboys. You're going to see.
So there's this thing that Rob does, you know what I'm saying? When he's on the cusp of taking the L or something that he loves is about to take an L, where he'll pivot because he has such an expansive mind, which is why he can defend Jerry Jones's tenure as the Cowboys owner and relate it to something that he knows will impact my heart as a father. But the essence of who Jerry Jones is completely in contradiction to who Rob Hill Sr. is. So I don't even like the fact you're trying to take that approach, my brother. But go ahead and try to bring it back around in a heart healer kind of way.
No, listen, we both care about winning. We just have different approaches. I don't have to defend Jerry Jones. He's already won.
You just did.
He's already 10x evaluation. He's already done what he needed to do. What I started off with, Michael Parsons deserves to be paid. Now, if we want to bring it out, I'm not jumping ship just because I don't like the owner. It's cool. It's all good. We're here.
Okay. After stalking your Instagram page, I saw that you were recently with Michael Vick.
Yes.
What do you make of him returning back home and being the head coach of Norfolk State?
Oh, I salute him times 1,000. That means so much to our area. It's just been a buzz since the announcement. Everything around Norfolk. It's our community school. So literally Norfolk represents a lot to this area. And for him to take up the mantle, even his wife is a Hamptonian, so he's bringing that energy across the bay to us. We love it. And the staff he put together is awesome. I've been around the program a little bit just over the summer. Salute to Mike, man. Salute to Mike. And salute to just what he means to us as Virginia kids. I know that this is way bigger than winning football games for him. He's from here. He understands what Norfolk State means. He understands just what being in the 757 and having that energy means. So salute to him.
You know what? I was going to ask you this. Who is on the Mount Rushmore of the 757?
So in sports, you got Mike, you got AI, you have Ronald Curry, who is...
Really? You going to put Ronald Curry up there?
Well, I'm just picking 757 guys, you know.
Okay.
He is a 2-sport champion. He just was elite, you know, and very hard to ignore. I know we like to, rank guys based off how they ended up as far as their professional careers. But
okay, coming up. Okay, I get what you're saying.
What they mean to 757 athletes, like who people were looking at. It was those guys, right? And then I think lastly, you got either Bruce Smith or Alonzo Mourning. It's kind of hard to choose. We got Joe Smith, another number one pick. 757 had 2 back-to-back number 1 picks in basketball. Listen,
Jersey had that too. Jersey had that too, by the way. Sorry.
Are you talking about Little New York?
So Rob played basketball and did most of his formative years in New Jersey, and he tries to pretend like it's not a major part of his upbringing, but that was cute. Anyway.
I love Jersey. I throw jabs at y'all anytime because when I got there, all they did was mock my accent. All they did was ask me to repeat the word water and all of this stuff. So I love them, but I got tough love for them just like they gave me.
Wait, how do you say water?
Just like you said it beautifully. Just
Southern.
How we supposed to say?
I would be remiss if I didn't ask you some basketball questions because a lot of our bond was formed over the game of basketball, in addition to just being fathers and black men trying to climb this mountain of the entertainment industry way back when. But right now there's a conversation going on about whether or not LeBron or KD is the better scorer. And see, I had that face too. What's your reaction when you hear that conversation get brought up?
Kevin Durant, by and large. And I don't really think there is, I get it. All-time leader, LeBron, 6'9" frame, he's going to do what he do. But Kevin Durant scores in every way you admire the game of basketball being played.
So the counter argument to that is, and this is what Jeff Teague said on the 520 podcast, him and his brother actually both said, it doesn't matter how many moves KD has. The fact is LeBron still scores at a higher clip, even though he doesn't have the full arsenal. So just because you can do more, if I'm more efficient than you and I'm scoring more than you, then I have to be the better scorer.
That reminds me of the Shaq and Kobe debate, right? Who scored better, right? Shaq was just more dominant. He can score more efficiently and more easily. He doesn't have to do as many moves. I don't agree. Excuse me. I ain't trying to disagree with the NBA guys, but my opinion is different than them in the sense that it's not about the moves to me. LeBron scores off his body. It's just straight bully ball 9 times out of 10. Speed, open court, it is what it is. I think free throws are a part of scoring, right? Is Bron good at that? Nope. You know what I mean?
You brought the Skip Bayless argument.
No, what I'm saying, I love both of their games. I think that they both play basketball at a great way. But when I think scoring, I think Kevin Durant. And I don't automatically think LeBron. Now, I do think of LeBron when I think of winning and other things, business, but I don't think of him when I think like flat out scoring, go get me a bucket. No. Now, do I know he can yet? Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, what you think? You once told me Brandon Ingram was the next Kevin Durant. And are you ready to really talk about that?
Yeah, we could talk about that. Brandon Ingram, I didn't know he wanted to be a thug off the court. So I didn't know that back then. I thought that he wanted to hoop. I thought that he had the mechanics and the physicality to do some of the things that KD did, but he had off the court distractions, and we all can tell, even to this day, that all Kevin Durant cares about is playing basketball. And there's a different level of focus there. But from a skill set standpoint, I still think Brandon Ingram is one of the better scorers in the NBA, or could be one of the better scorers in the NBA if all he cared about was basketball. Now he running around with it doesn't matter. His personal life is personal life. Do whatever you want to do. But there's just some.
He argued with me for an hour. He argued with me for an hour over this BI-KD comparison. And I was mind blown in the fact that he was just so quick to call someone the next Kevin Durant. Like this is not something we just do just because somebody's skinny and tall, right?
No, it wasn't just that. He could score. Don't do that. He's averaged 25 in the league. We're not gonna act like he ain't put up numbers in the league. Like, come on now.
He's in the NBA. He can score basketball. He's not the next Kevin Durant.
Let's at an elite level. Whatever, man. Move on. I was wrong. Congratulations. I can be wrong.
Rob, I do want to get your thoughts on Michael Porter Jr.'s recent press run. Did you catch any of that?
I caught the "you can make your boys rich" clip.
What? Okay, yeah, I need your thoughts on that.
I thought he was wilding. I was talking a little too freely, and yeah, like I get it. His brother was there, and I think he was trying to set a distinction and say how easy the thoughts are. But I just thought he just maybe oversharing a little bit too much. And if that's how guys thinking, don't do it. Don't do it.
For sure. My argument or my defense of him is I think that he's going through a season of evolution, of personal growth, right? And he's just like in real time having these thoughts out loud that he probably should like hammer away in the privacy of his own realm, because he's doing kind of like the Kyrie thing. Remember early on when Kyrie was going through the process of self-discovery, but he was doing it in front of, a live audience, and he stumbled a couple of times. I think that Michael Porter Jr. is just in that kind of season right now, especially all things that have gone on in his family, because he's had a lot to deal with in the last calendar year.
Yeah, I can see you being overwhelmed and wanting to express, wanting to add your voice to the narrative. But just talk to a seasoned journalist. Talk to somebody who's going to help you curate the conversation in a way that is helpful, right? And not in one that makes us draw eyebrows on whether you're complicit or not.
So there was a conversation that I brought up not too long ago that's been going on around the ethos. Magic Johnson and Steph Curry right now are regarded as the two greatest point guards of all time. I think, are you in alignment with that?
Would like to hear that statement.
Smart man. So that's the debate right now. In my personal opinion, I feel like Steph has overtaken Magic as the greatest point guard of all time. There's been a lot of conversation in our comment section about the fact that I'm tripping and they calling me a young boy, not really knowing how old I am. But where do you fall on Steph versus Magic?
My son would say I probably got some recency bias in the sense that I love Steph Curry. I love the way he played basketball. I love how he hoops. I love what he represents for the game. All of that, right? On and off the court, I'm a Steph Curry fan. I know what Magic meant to the NBA. So when we talk about better point guards, I lean more towards Steph, shorter guy. How he's had to operate, the craftiness, the vision, just different things you need to be an effective point guard. I relate to the way he plays the game. And then also having to strengthen your body so that you can compete amongst bigger guys. I really admire that. Magic naturally has the height, naturally has the size, and I think that he was a surprise in the position. So they both have their advantages, but style of play, I like the Warrior Showtime. And this is coming from somebody who roots for the Lakers, who's always loved them since I lived in LA as a youngin'. I love the Lakers, but I like the Warrior style of Showtime. Even though I'm cool with Magic, and the little fakes, but to me, I think it's harder. It's been a little bit harder for Steph to win.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Rodney, are you done with basketball? I want to go back to football, but
go ahead.
I'll let you keep going with basketball.
Rob, if you and I play 1-on-1 right now today, be honest,
that was
who's winning?
Well, I was literally hoping you capped it off with some honesty. At least about the sport of basketball.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If we played 1-on-1 today, you would be worried about your knees.
And you'd be worried about what?
How much I was going to win by. I don't want to hurt my friend. You get what I'm saying? Literally, it was like, you would just have to tell me that you got a brace, blah, blah, blah. And then I would decide, like, all right, I'm not going to do you dirty. But it probably could be one level of dirty. It probably would be. Right, you understand, like, I'm in peak shape right now. Not to take over the show to talk about my fitness routine and my regimen, but if you guys would like to just, you know what I mean? Oh, my gosh. Here this guy go.
Rob,
let's talk.
What are you saying? Like, Rob, I'm just letting you know it's real spicy over here. I'm letting you know right now, it's not really.
And some oils.
No. I ain't even putting no shea butter on today. This is just gym glisten. I'm telling, it's different over here right now. You 180, that's light in the ass. I'm 200, 205 right now. It's real dangerous. Real dangerous.
I can tell by your tone you believe.
Can you button your shirt up, please?
Look, please. I can tell by your tone you believe. But just no. It's different. It's different. And you've seen it. But salute to you. Tennis, pickleball. That's
never played pickleball. Have some respect.
There is nothing wrong with pickleball.
There's nothing wrong with pickleball.
I just said I've never played it. That's not my bot. I'm gonna button my shirt up because I don't want to do too much. But Samari, football. You wanted to pivot back to football?
Yeah, let's get into football, Rob. I'm really curious on your thoughts about Shedeur Sanders. We've talked about him a lot on our platform, but what do you think that the Cleveland Browns are going to do with him? Do you feel like he's going to make the roster? And if he doesn't, where do you think he should land?
If they're smart, he makes the roster. I do think that he does enough things well to be an effective NFL quarterback. And he has time to develop and answer whatever questions they may have. I'm not saying he needs to be number one. I do respect Joe Flacco. I understand why he's sitting where he's sitting on the depth chart, but I would trust him over Dylan Gabriel and Kenny Pickett both. And that's just pure pedigree, but also his on the field play. I believe he rises to the occasion. I believe he makes the right read. He loves to protect the ball, and that's what you need in an NFL quarterback, right? If he does not make the Cleveland Browns, you already know where I want him to go.
Hell no.
No question.
Hell no.
The type of environment that would develop him into a championship.
Championship.
Listen.
Championship?
Let's peel back some of the layers.
Okay.
We haven't even gotten into who you all's teams are, right? But I'm almost certain the franchises have not won more than mine, right? I'm just
You never could legally have a sip of alcohol since your team has won a Super Bowl. Stop. You haven't been able to crack open a brew as your team hoist the Lombardi Trophy up in the air. So stop, bro. You barely remember those championships.
Does that mean they didn't happen?
No, it just means they're not relevant based on the last 30 years of life.
So when something is out of the preset that we're trying to qualify, then it's irrelevant. No, it matters. It's relevant. The guy, we have won. We can develop championship winning quarterbacks. We've done it. And Shador would be an awesome addition to the Cowboys. Rodney, I could see you in that 12 with the star. I could see you in the jersey, bro. Like this out of the love. Now,
the jersey would do numbers.
I would love to see him. I would love to see him with the Saints. I think that would be a cool fit. I don't really think that he is going to fail regardless. No matter how they set him up, no matter what they try to position him as. He had a great quote that says, "I face different things at every level." And he is not new to being his father's son. He is not new to having other athletes in his peer group doubt him, hunt him, question his ability. And he is consistently rose to the challenge. So I don't see the NFL being any different. But I do see the Cleveland Browns being a barrier because it seems like they don't know what they want to do with him. And it's tough when your owner and GM don't agree, right? Because where does that put me?
Do you feel like they've kind of been setting him up to fail? I've seen some people say that too.
Well, they could be attempting to, right? Which just, I don't know why, right? I don't understand what they gain by that, other than trying to do something we already knew they could do, which is exclude people from their league, right? We know you're capable of doing that, so you're not proving it to me by doing that. So I don't know what the aim would be, but I do know that Shador sees the angle, and I know that the people of him see the angle, and I know that he has a village around him that is multi-tiered. It's not just players, it's executives, it's agents, it is community wealth. So I do know that whatever setup they got planned, there'll be a recourse, and it'll be a proper recourse, and he'll be a fine.
Can I ask one more question, Rodney? Sorry, because that was a perfect segue to this breaking news that I just saw on ESPN that the NFL can be put on trial over civil claims that Brian Flores and other Black coaches face discrimination. We know in February of 2022, Flores sued the NFL and several teams saying that the league has rife with racism, or they were rife with racism, particularly in its hiring and promotion of Black coaches. So now they can actually go to trial over that. What do you make of that? That just broke like a couple of hours ago.
Wow. I did not see that, but I think it's a step in the right direction. I know that the league has its preferences. We could see it with some of the younger coaches getting opportunities with the young guy in Miami, Sean McVay's, all these other guys who really like lighting out the bottle, started really young. Again, we're dealing with a bunch of billionaires who have a club, and this club, they throw the games they like, right? So we know they are going to play how they want to play. And ultimately, the suit might get them to be a little bit more transparent, but I'm not sure if anything ultimately changes. I haven't seen anything other than minority stakes be given to people of color, and the decision makers are the decision makers, and they like their game a certain way, and they've been clear about that. So I'm not sure if they want more Mike Tomlins, if they want more coaches in a position to where, you know, they have some arguing power, right? And you can't just treat them any kind of way. Even if you do want to exit or part ways, you have to do it a certain way. So I'm not sure if that's what they want, but I do love the fact that people are fighting back, right? Just because it seems impossible doesn't mean it is. You know, that could be just how it feels.
All right. A lot of legends out of Virginia across all industries. You know, I know how much you love your home state, semi-home state, because you also are from Jersey. Should Virginia have its own professional sports team, and if so, in what league?
Yes, Virginia 100% to have it in the Hampton Roads area. We have 7 cities, but we operate like one big, larger group, which is called the Hampton Roads. So the perfect franchise or league to come here would be the WNBA. We have a history of hosting the women's NCAA tournament at Old Dominion University. It's always sold out. And that's at the Ted Constant Center, 20,000+ seats, right around there, 15 to 20,000 seats. And it sells out every time. And I know that the passion and love for sports in this area would help a WNBA franchise thrive. And it would be something that galvanized the area, much like the signing of Vick. We love professional sports. And I think that would be the perfect league to kind of expand here and grow. Outside of that, you know, naturally we would love those teams that look at Seattle, OKC, and other markets. We would love for them to consider us with the same fever. Rodney shakes his head, but
You're not. Hey, buddy, I love Virginia. I've had some times in Virginia. I've had some times in Virginia with you, my brother. But yeah, we not moving that multi-billion-dollar investment to the 7-5. Lovingly, we'd have to build something from the ground up.
Look, he already thinking about it. He already thinking about it. You know, he loves Virginia, and he loves to do business in Virginia. It's been clear through his other endeavors. Now, but no. Primarily, I would vote and I want a WNBA team. Outside of that, you know, in my area, maybe baseball. But outside of that, you know, I don't think too much outside of that is realistic.
Is Virginia more of a basketball or football state?
I think football. Yeah, I think football. Okay. That's kind of through and through. Every Virginia kid gonna grow up with them pads on. It is inescapable. And it is something that we all look forward to and we love. Basketball, it's growing, you know, but I think that was that AI Joe Smith era. They kind of blew it up in the area, and Boo Williams as well. You know, they played for him, and he kind of pioneered making sure people know we hoop here, you know. So I would say football, but basketball is right behind it.
Rob Hill Sr., your son is entering his senior year of high school, like mine is. Has the prospects of being an empty nester impacted you emotionally yet?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Bro, I cried this morning. I ain't gonna lie, I cried. Oh!
So I haven't got to the tears yet, but it is so somber. It has been such a gratifying and fulfilling experience. It's my day. It's my normal. You know, it's my normal. And it is going to be a completely new normal. And I grieve that because it's been so good. You get what I'm saying? I grieve that because I love his hugs. You get what I'm saying? I grieve that because, you know what I mean? It's like, damn, man, I do got to let you fly. So we've been practicing driving the last few weeks, and that's been a special ride in itself. But I just been amazed at how fast 17 years can go, right? But truly, and I use the word grief not in a despair and super sad, but just like the weight of like, I am genuinely happy for you, young man. You deserve everything that is approaching. You have worked, you have listened, you have practiced, you have redone. But man, you my baby. And I don't get to have you this close forever.
Yeah.
So it is a lot, brother. It is a lot.
How much maternal would you say you are?
How much that?
How maternal would you say that you are? Obviously, you're a man, you're a father, but your
Yeah.
maternal instincts, how would you
Oh,
grade them?
I mean, I would like to think I got a good balance, you know? I have seen mothering more than I've seen fathering. So I do understand that side of things in a way. But I think I got a good blend. Just because I was raised with a good blend, you know? I was raised with a good blend of it. But I do, in this, I'm trying to grasp like what would be a maternal instinct because I cook dinner, I do the things, right? But it's not like the thing, right? It's is it maternal to hug? I think that's paternal too, you know. So I'm not sure, but I'm sure I got a great balance of both because I'm only going off the fruit, which is my kid, you know, and I like him a lot. You know that I like him a
Yeah.
lot.
I like your son too. I like mine. We have really good young men, yo.
Yeah,
So Samaria, for context, our sons are the same age, obviously. And when we met many years ago, we bonded over the fact that we both became fathers very young and kind of had very similar situations in navigating the experience of fathering at a young age. And both have had our sons in our home primarily, as single dads to a degree. So it's been a beautiful thing to watch, and we're entering this next chapter very soon, and so it's kind of like insane how quickly it came because it feels like we just started the journey. Also, Rob, you've written 6 books. You've been giving us quotes for like over a decade on social media that have inspired us. Is there one passage, phrase, or writing of yours that best depicts who Rob Hill Sr. is?
Yes, it's in my bio. It says we're all one choice away from a completely different life, and I learned that very young, and I still believe that very much to this day. I think that choices are powerful, and I think that we overlook the micro ones, you know. But I know that it was a lot of one decision that it seemed like they've culminated now, but just choosing that ultimately led me here. And I'm so grateful that I know that, right? And I think sometimes we can just think like it's all out of reach, but for real, it's just one choice away.
And you made one choice to come on our show today, and we are so grateful. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you're a Cowboys fan. Ooh. But we learned a lot today. Thank you for instilling all of your wisdom.
It stings a lot less when I know you're rooting for the Lions. You get what I'm saying? Like, it just stings a lot less when I know who y'all rooting for. I can just take it all now. I can just take it all. You know? It's beautiful. I'll take it. It's been a great time being on the show. Thank y'all for having me. Rodney, I love to see you doing what you do. I was just talking about you a couple of days. You love what you do. You're going to find opportunities to do what you do. And I honor that, my brother. I've caught clips of you and Rodney on the show. Best of luck to you and your husband and in everything you do. Hopefully I get the chance to follow and stay more in tune with your journey. But I'm always rooting for us. And by us, those who love each other, those who work hard, and those who are authentic. So salute to both of you all. Thank you for giving me a chance to come on and talk some. Excuse me.
You good? Nah, don't try to be all clean. Yes, that's the Rob I know.